Hello, everybody, and welcome to Femme Fatale ZA, another Friday evening. So, tonight I have a very, very exciting guest. I have Janet, who has joined me from Pink Cosmetics. It is her company, and I'm really, really excited to have her here. I showed you guys before that Andrew sent me some of her soap, which is absolutely amazing. So I didn't post it beforehand, but after I'm finished with the stream, I'll post her link for her website in the description. Please go and check it out. And I'm going to add Janet in with us so we can have a chat. Hello, Janet. Would you like to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody. I hope you're all drinking because I've got water and Laura's got coffee, so we're not very exciting.
Yeah, we've been very boring. I haven't had time to see. I'm only off on weekends, so for me to get to a liquor store doesn't happen.
Yeah, they close. I know, like 5 o'clock, and you always want to buy alcohol on Friday and then you can't. It's like a serious problem.
And it's usually Friday when everybody buys their alcohol for the weekend. It's terrible.
Because you don't think about it until Friday. Like you go, oh, I'm going out tonight, or whatever, and then it's too late.
Yeah, so, and then you think, now they're closed. 100%. So, Janet, your company is Pink Cosmetics. That's correct, right?
That's correct.
100%.
My favorite color.
Mine is purple. I wonder what makes me think that.
Well, I actually decided that mine is lilac. So we might have a name change at some stage. You never know.
Ooh, that sounds nice. Just as long as if the link changes, you just got to let me know. Waiting till I have some extra cash because the stuff that I've seen on your website looks absolutely delish. And delish as in you know what I mean. Not yummy delish, but yeah. Although it smells good enough to eat, you can't eat it. But yeah, so how long ago did you start your company?
So I started in 2014. I started making bath bombs and soaps and just kind of playing around and loving. I studied beauty therapy when I left school. So I was a qualified beauty therapist, but I did not want to massage and pedicure ladies' stinky feet. So it was kind of something that I went away from for like 20 years or so, much to my parents' disgust because they paid for this course. And there we go. Sorry,
and they're not cheap.
No, exactly. But then, 20 years later, the love that I actually had for it kind of came back, but in another way, because I like the chemistry and the colors and the mixing and the alchemy behind it. I don't really like the ladies' feet and stuff. So that was kind of how my initial attraction to it was, but it kind of, went another path. So I started making bath bombs and soaps, and, everyone was obviously raving about them, and they're wonderful and they're beautiful and whatever. And then I started experimenting with moisturizers and things like that. Because I was always like, how do you make a moisturizer? And I had little girls then, and I was smelling moisturizers in the shops and going, they say they like chemical free, but they smell terrible. What's actually in them? And started investigating it like from that point of view, and was horrified when I realized that they're putting all these things into products that are going onto our skin and into our rivers and our seas and whatever. And, are there sort of gentler, maybe sort of safer alternatives that aren't
eco-friendly?
Controversial and that are eco-friendly, exactly, like parabens. I mean, parabens aren't necessarily the devil and they don't give you cancer, but the point is that I could choose a safer preservative. So that's kind of how I started and experimenting, and then it kind of just took off from there. I mean, it's taken 6 years to get to this point. But I love what I do, so I love every minute of it.
But I think that's what makes it all worthwhile, is when you enjoy what you do. You and I sort of are the same, I would say, because I'm a beautician. So I kind of do that on the sidelines, but I also prefer to go into more the making bath things and yeah. And I actually once I ran out of body scrub and I made my own, and all my customers were like, which body scrub is this? So I said, no, it's one I made. So they said to me, no, you got to sell this stuff. And the chick, and I only had the one jar. She's like, please sell this to me. And I said, no, I'm not selling it to you. It's only when I've got
what are you going to have?
It's your
life. But that's fantastic.
So, yeah.
Well, we must talk
and
because
also, I wanted to go to, sorry,
yeah.
Go for it.
No, well,
Oh, go for it.
I've started about 6 months ago where I do private label for other companies. So
Ah,
for me, that is so amazing and rewarding. I mean, I have clients coming to me that are getting quotes from these huge big companies like 80 grand to start their own line. You know, I can help them for under 5,000 rand. They can literally be up and running in 3 or 4 weeks with a small amounts of brand to start selling and create their own brand. So that has actually taken
yeah.
off so much more than Pink Cosmetics. And I love that because I can help other people have their own business. So we can chat, we can do your scrub for you and label it and brand it. And there we go. Femme Fatale range. Awesome.
That would be fantastic. That would be
Definitely.
fantastic.
There's a
And
huge,
what
I
I,
think
what I
since
love about your
COVID.
idea is that you're empowering other women as well. You're helping you're physically empowering and instilling inspiration to other people. And that, especially for my channel, that is just fantastic. That is just, I mean, that's what this
That
channel's
it's
all
so
about, which is
meaningful
why
to
I wanted
me.
to have you on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was, a lot of people said to me, like, but why are you helping other people that are basically going to be your competition? And, you shouldn't help them. And I was like, I don't believe that. Like, I believe there's a place for everybody. And I mean, honestly, of all the clients that I have, there isn't one that's got the exact same kind of like idea or aesthetic or business idea brand that I do. They all have their own niche, whether it's kitties stuff or more natural stuff or varied stuff. I have a CBD client that I do stuff for as well. They're all completely different. And for me, it's not competition. To me, it's collaboration. Like, I just love that. And helping them to
Yeah.
grow their business is so rewarding to me as well.
No, I agree with you. That must be amazing. It must be an awesome feeling. I
It
would
is.
love that. Like,
It is. I can
that
see
must
that
be so
that's kind of the future of Pink Cosmetics. Like, my brand is wonderful and I love it. And it's, I love making skincare products and things like that. But this, I call it the Pink Lab, is a lot more meaningful. It's where I'm meant to be, kind of thing. So, and I love that side of things as well. I love the creating a brand and the logo and the whole thing that goes with it. So to help other people do that is like the best
yeah.
thing ever. I
The
love
whole
that.
design, like, oh,
Yeah,
it's like awesome.
super exciting. Super
I
exciting.
see. Lynn is here. Her name is Rhodesians will never die, but her real name is Lynn. She says, "Hi, Laura. Janet is beautiful." I agree with you, Lynn. She's
Oh, thank
gorgeous,
you.
absolutely
Thank
gorgeous.
you. I got it from
She's
my
got a
mama,
beautiful
and she's
face to
Rhodesian.
match her beautiful personality. Sorry, Janet, you were saying?
I said I got it from my mama, and she's Rhodesian. So there we go.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
both my parents, they grew. I don't think they were born there, but they grew up there. So they always talk about it and how beautiful it is, and yeah, I'd love to go there still one day. That's definitely on the
Oh.
bucket list.
I've been to most places in Africa. I think Zim's the only place I haven't been. I've been to
Really? What
Zim,
did you
and
do in all those places in Africa? That's interesting.
I've been like everywhere. I lived in Malawi for 2 years. I
Wow.
loved Malawi. I would love to go back one day. It's like a goal for me. I want to go back to
Wow.
Malawi. But yeah, Janet, please tell us some of your products that you have.
Okay, so I've got something very exciting tonight that no one's actually seen yet. I've been working on it for a while. So let me first just give you a bit of background. So I think of all my products that I sell, I have 2 or 3 that are like my best sellers. And my number one bestseller is my makeup brush cleaner, which I'm obviously going to have to send you one because you're a makeup artist. I watched a video today on hooded eyes, by the way, because I've got hooded eyes. Perfect. It was amazing.
Thank
So
you.
I'm going to send you one. So my brush cleaner, it's a tub like this. So it's always difficult to see, and you open it, and then inside is, I have different ones. I have a mermaid, I have a unicorn, I have whatever, just a little soap on top. But you wet this in the tap. Take your dirty brush and you just wet it and you swirl it and then you rinse it and you clean and your brush is clean. So I mean, every Friday night I have makeup artists like messaging me, thinking of you, washing my brushes, because they got to wash their like 50 brushes for the next day. So this is definitely one of my like best sellers, and a lot of people know me for my brush cleaner. But what I've done is I've been working on something to make it just take it to the next level and help to also clean your brushes. So what I had done was I had a geode mold made, and I made this out of resin, so it's stuck in the top of the lid. So you can actually use your brush. It's hard, it's resin, so it actually just helps to clean your brush. So you're rubbing your brush against it as well. So it's like a 2-in-1. So this is a new product that I haven't launched yet. I'm going to launch it next week. So I thought I would show you guys
Awesome.
first. Yeah.
That is
So I
so
will
awesome.
send you one.
I would love that. I would love that. Janet, that to me is awesome because I mean, if you watch any of my makeup videos, I'm always saying clean, 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 clean. You got to make sure you clean your makeup brushes, you clean your makeup sponges, you clean everything. And that's each and every time you do your makeup because hygiene is so important. And if you're using dirty brushes and everything else, you're just putting the dirt and oil back on your skin, which is just...
It's shocking. You know, I'm actually shocked by how many people don't clean their makeup brushes. Like, you know, I mean, everyone, if you're a normal person that just wears makeup, you know, like in the week or not every day, just occasionally, you know, once a week is fine. But yeah, I mean, otherwise you really need to. And then you wonder why you've got a bad skin and you're trying to spend all this money on skincare products. And actually, it's just because you haven't cleaned your makeup brush. And it's especially important if you have like, your eyebrows waxed or your moustache waxed or whatever. You know, your pores are like basically not open because pores don't open and close, but your pores are exposed. Exactly. And then you're putting, no, it's terrible. So it's very, and it literally with this, I mean, it literally takes makeup artists like less than 10 minutes to wash all their makeup brushes for the week. So what I do when I'm done with my makeup in the morning is I just take the 3 or 4 brushes that I've used. I go to the sink, I open this, I take the 3 or 4 brushes in my hand, swirl them, rinse them, leave them to dry, and then the next morning they're clean. It's quicker than washing your face. I also have a brush cleaner spray, which is more for in between clients or for in between colors as well. So this is just like it's like an alcohol-based spray that just cleans germs and stuff. So yeah, so we have that as well. So that's that. I have something that I forgot to get. I might have to go and get it just now. It's my eyebrow kit, which is really cool. Have you seen that yet? No. So it's a little soap. It's a little soap. It's a little tin of soap and a mascara brush and setting spray, and you spray it and you use it for those like feather brows, and it like sets your brows and they stay in place all day. That's also quite a popular product. And then I have my drink treats as well, which are you can't really see. So I had started another brand called Rose and Rue because it didn't really go with Pink Cosmetics. So this is like sparkles and flowers and glitter and little buds and pansies that you put in your drinks, like for gin, obviously, but you can obviously put in anything, not just gin. So that's just the fun stuff. Bath bombs, fun. Huge. These are so popular. Like I sell so many bath bombs. So they're really they are divine. And thing is, you know, I make my bath bombs. Normal bath bombs have got citric acid and bicarbonate of soda in. That's their main ingredient. But I also put clay and a whole lot of other ingredients and cocoa butter in them as well. So they rock hard. They last long. They don't go soft and like floppy. And also in the bath, they fizz for like 2, 3, 4 minutes. So they really are winners. And
all of these sound like
I'm just going to carry on until you stop me.
No, keep going. I just want to say these sound like the most amazing birthday and Christmas gifts. Like, if you know someone who like loves all these bath things and all of that, these products would be fantastic.
We're on Takealot as well, which is nice because a lot of people, you know, Takealot you get free delivery, which I pay for, but anyway, that's okay. Because Takealot you get free delivery, but the suppliers pay for it. But anyway, that's part of the perk. You pay for it. So I mean, you pay quite a lot to be on Takealot. You pay a monthly fee, and then you pay a percent as well, and then you pay 30 Rand for every item people buy for delivery as well.
Sure.
So but it's still worth it to be on there because I mean it's just the biggest platform. It really
is.
The sales are it is. I mean, especially that's the thing, especially since COVID, because you know when in March I was super worried when COVID happened, but luckily I had my registration and all that, so I could still ship stuff, but I could obviously only ship sprays, alcohol sprays, soap, shampoo, the basic necessities. But still, I mean, I just sort of started selling masks and sprays. But since COVID, my business has literally like tripled because online, everyone wants to buy online. They don't want to go to the shops
anymore. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, I don't even like going to the shops with that stupid mask on. No pun intended.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have done my grocery shopping for the month 2 weekends ago, and I still haven't done it.
Well, you must use that Checker 60/60 app, but that's probably not enough for monthly. Have you tried them? Because they like so quick and easy.
I used them in December because I had COVID in the beginning of December.
Yeah, me too.
And The problem is when you buy online like that, number one, you pay a delivery fee. And number two, it ends up so expensive because you don't get all the specials.
Yeah, that's true. And not only that, they don't bring you what you ask for. Do you know what happened
Yeah.
to me the other day?
No way.
It was crazy busy and my kettle broke. And I mean, we work from home. Luckily, I moved home before COVID. I was going to move into my dad's factory, and I luckily
Yeah.
didn't. And our kettle broke. Now I've got all my staff here, and we all live on tea and coffee all day. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to look on Checker 60 and I'm going to go and get a kettle. So I was like, okay, cool. We also need tuna or whatever. So I ordered like 4 tins of tuna and a kettle. So, of course, what happens? The little dude comes up here on his motorcycle and I pay my delivery fee and my tip and everything. And I take out my packet and there's 4 tins of tuna. That's all. The kettle was out of stock. I was not impressed.
No, but why don't they tell you? That's so irritating.
You can choose alternatives, but the thing is, the alternatives aren't like always what you want. So that's the problem. I mean, how many times I've ordered like something like ham, and then they bring me polony or something. So it is a bit of a problem. I know it is a bit of a
Yeah.
problem.
And I like to
So
see
you
what
got
I'm
one
buying.
of my soaps. I don't know if
Yeah.
you didn't get this one. This is my Rose and La Vie and Rose soap. I don't think
Ooh,
you got this in your box. And then this is the other one that is quite popular, is the Black
yeah,
Rose
that one
one.
I didn't get. Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
that one's nice. Yeah.
I got the
Yeah, so
purple
I
one.
love making soaps. Soaps are probably my favorite thing to make. So I don't know if you know how you make soaps like this.
No, help me.
So what you take, like, it's all, I only use vegetable oils and butters. So it's things like cocoa butter and olive oil and sunflower oil and those kind of oils. And then you take lye, which is sodium hydroxide, which is what you clean drains with. Okay, so it's like the way that they used to make the old boersieep. It's the same traditional old-fashioned way. So you take the lye, you mix it with water, and it's this bubbling, bobbling, hot, dangerous thing that you wait till it cools down. And then you mix the two together. So you mix the oils and you mix the lye together. And once they mix together, they go like a cake batter. That's kind of the consistency that they go into. And you stir that, and then you add your colors and your fragrance or whatever, and you pour it into molds, and you can swirl it and do all sorts of things. So that is basically soap. So what happens is after 20 or after 48 hours, the sodium hydroxide completely turns into soap with a combination of the oils. So you don't have sodium hydroxide in the finished product anymore. It's
Yeah.
completely disappeared. You know, it's like putting chlorine into a pool. It's a dangerous chemical until you put it into the pool. It's fine. And then it takes like 6 weeks to cure. So that's kind of how, yeah, soap is quite a long process. But I love that. I love the alchemy of mixing the stuff together, and then the next morning waking up and then opening my mold up and seeing what it looks like inside. Like, that's the most fun. So I
It's
love
so
making soap.
exciting.
It is. Yeah, I think you're going to need to start doing that. I mean, if you like making stuff,
Yeah.
then you might have to do that.
You and I'll have to chat more.
Yeah,
Tell
I
me
think
where I
so.
can get the stuff, and
Yeah, there's lots of places in Joburg. So what I'm doing is I have a friend who's a photographer who loves making stuff, and I'm helping her, encouraging her. She started her own little brand that she's going to do, and it's called Create. I probably shouldn't be telling anyone this because it's still a secret. But I want her to make videos for me. So I want her to show people how to make a body scrub with glitter in it, and how to do a lip scrub, and how to do, basic things that you can make at home, but just showing
Yeah.
people how to do it and showing them how easy it is to do. I mean, I learned to make moisturizers on YouTube. That's how I learned. And I did courses and things, but honestly, it's not that difficult. It's taking oil and water, mixing them together, emulsifying them, and making sure that they have a preservative. And then you add all the fancy things. And it's really that easy. But people think it's like this, hard thing.
Huge
So once you
process.
start, I think in America, the homemade industry is huge. It's still very small in South Africa. I mean, I think when I started, no one else was doing stuff like me, like making their own stuff from scratch. So yeah, I'm glad that that's kind of coming out now, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much fun. I love it. It's like being a
I think
chemist.
people are looking more into that now with the whole thing of not wanting to go to the shops, first of all. And also, people are looking for alternatives and having to go and work for a boss. Because, number
Exactly.
one, if you think petrol and having to
Yeah.
go to the office every day, and if you have kids that you don't want to send to aftercare and things like that, it becomes a problem. And not to mention with
Exactly.
our very, very high unemployment percentage, um, people are looking for alternatives on what else they can do. So it's a very, very nice thing.
It
Very,
is,
very
and I
true.
think that's why, like, since COVID started, that I've got so many requests. I mean, I don't advertise. I wasn't advertising private label anywhere. I literally just was getting requests every day, and since like COVID started, it's just got much, much more because everyone, they want job. First of all, they want their own income because they don't want to rely on their, their jobs, because so many people lost their jobs. So
Yeah.
I think it's a nice thing to be in control of your own, destiny,
Your
kind
own
of thing.
income.
And I mean, I'm not going to lie, there's nothing better than waking up in the morning and going into my lab and making bath bombs and, doing photo shoots. And I mean, I love what I do. It's just so I can be creative. I can have fun. I know I work with such amazing people that are, my staff are amazing. And it's, yeah, I feel like it's not a job for me. It's like fun.
That's awesome. But that's the way it should be. And that's how we should all be passionate about our jobs. I mean,
You
even
spend
though
so many hours working.
Sorry?
You spend so many hours working in a day. So it is
Yeah,
important.
almost 12 hours. Yeah.
And then some of us, like you, have to drive to work still for an hour and a half in the morning.
Yeah.
That sucks. That really sucks.
I
I
must
don't know
say,
if you
my current boss is worth it. I'm not going to lie.
yeah, he must be. He must be. He
Yeah.
must be. I want to show you these as well. These are my bath malts. I don't know if you can see them because
Okay.
they've got like rose gold foil on them. They're so beautiful. Sorry, not
Oh,
bath malts. I have bath
gorgeous.
malts too. These are bath malts. These are soy wax malts. So these are like you put them in your oil burner and then they melt and then they smell amazing. And then you don't have, the oil burner, when you put oil and water in, when the water evaporates, then it like burns at the bottom. So these are so
Yes.
nice because and also they're soy wax, they're not the petroleum wax. Because obviously all of the things that I make haven't got parabens in them, they haven't got petrochemicals in them. You don't even want to get me started on the whole petrochemical thing. Because I am like super passionate about teaching people about what they're putting on their skins. That's, the biggest thing about why I do what I do, because I want people to understand, why would they put petrochemicals on their skin, which is in everything, like marine, it's mineral oil and it's called paraffinium, which is on your labels. When you can choose rather natural plant oils like marula and argan and all those, but obviously they are more expensive, and that's why mass produced cosmetics don't have them in them. They all have mineral oil in, but that's, so everything that we make is kind of friendly to the environment, and I try and choose the best ingredients and the safest ingredients that I can find to make, but they must also be pretty, because you get lots of beautiful natural organic products, but they're not pretty.
That's
It's
true.
very hard for me not to put glitter on everything because I love glitter.
Oh, you're like me. I used to actually work for a glitter factory called Glitter Addicts. I don't know if you've heard of Glitter Addicts. So I was permanently, I love that job. Every day I was covered from head to toe in glitter.
Imagine. Was it glitter, like cosmetic glitter or like craft glitter?
Cosmetic grade glitter, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So it was
That would be like my dream job.
I loved it. I loved it. The only downside was you get glitter everywhere in your house, in your bath, in your bed. Because it doesn't matter, even if you bath, you're still full of glitter.
Yeah.
So you literally have
I can
glitter
imagine.
everywhere.
Because I always have glitter everywhere. I mean, I was testing makeup today and I've still got glitter on my arm. I've got glitter everywhere, so I can imagine. There's just, I don't know, glitter's just so pretty. It's like, I don't know why someone would choose not to have glitter, but a lot of people don't like glitter.
I know. Even when I do my nails, I have to have glitter. Like, I've got to do some sort of sparkle.
Yeah.
But you know what I think it is? With you and me, I think it's because we got sparkly personality, so we have to have sparkle.
Maybe we should do a study. Maybe it's only like sparkling personalities that enjoy glitter. And if you're not, I don't know, like it's probably, that's very interesting, because it could very well be. I know, and also like nothing must be plain. It must always be like, it's hard for me, like if a client wants a soap and they want like plain green or whatever, and they don't want glitter on top, how hard it is for me not to add glitter on top of something. It's
like, but it doesn't look so nice.
It would look so much better if it just had some glitter on top. But yeah, not everybody likes that. So we'll have to. What is
I
it?
see
Different
Nick's
between
got a
making and soap?
question.
Yes.
Yeah, he says, is
Use
there a
Nick.
difference between the making bar soap and liquid soap?
Yes, that's a very good question. so what I do with this soap, like I explained with the sodium hydroxide and the lye, so you get two different types of liquid soap as well. So
Sorry, my
getting
dog's whole
a
voice is
burglar.
outside.
It's Joburg. So you can make liquid soap with sodium hydroxide as well, but it's not sodium hydroxide. Use potassium hydroxide. So it's also lye. So proper liquid soap that, like, I don't make it, but a lot of my soaping friends make it. It's very difficult for me to make. I've struggled with it. So it's exactly the same. You take the potassium hydroxide and you take the oils and you mix them and you have to heat them up, and it's a whole long process. But then you also get things like your shampoo and your normal soaps that you get in the shops will not be proper potassium hydroxide soap. They will just be a surfactant, which is basically like my shampoos are just a surfactant. So it's a surfactant is a foamy ingredient. It's not made the same as proper liquid soap or this soap. It's different, yeah. So it is. I know it's always interesting for me because people don't understand, and for me it's like so easy. Like everyone was like, what's the difference between an alpha hydroxy acid and a beta hydroxy acid? I'm like, but that's such an easy one, and like people don't understand because it's like normal for me. So yeah,
Like
it is a different story.
It's like we have to go and study chemistry to know the difference.
And it's funny. I have a couple of friends that are pharmacists, and they have said to me, and I've also obviously in my job I've come across a lot of pharmacists, and I'm not a pharmacist, and a lot of them don't actually know what I'm talking about because they get a formula and they have to mix it. So they haven't experimented like I have with things because I have no clue what I'm doing, and I have to do it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times to get it and to get where the ingredients fit in and what happens if you add it too late or too soon or whatever. So they kind of more know like a formula, where I'm always experimenting with things, and so you actually learn so much more that way, like literally learn, teaching yourself. And also pharmacists say all they do is dispense medicine. They went into becoming a chemist so that they could play with medicine, but all they do is dispense medicine. They don't actually make it. So unless they're working in a lab, they don't get to do that. So yeah.
I actually know the guy who makes the COVID tests.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen that funny Pfizer ad?
Yes.
Oh my word, it's so funny. It's hilarious with the engagement
to give a Pfizer vaccine.
Yes, it's so funny. The one where he made the COVID test that you stick up your nose.
No,
which one? Your friend. You said your friend, you guys didn't know the guy who made the COVID test.
Oh yes, he actually makes the test for the lab. So like the PCR tests, and then the tests that what they put the swab in to test for COVID. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, how gross is that thing that you stick up your nose?
No. He sits in a lab and he makes about 20,000 a day.
Oh, I can
imagine. That's just him alone.
Yo, that's a booming business at the moment, eh?
It's actually his dad's company. He works for his dad's company.
Wow, his dad must be doing very well at the moment.
Yeah, not short on money, let's just say.
Yeah, no, that's not a fun test to have.
But when you have the luxury vehicle just to drive on weekends only, you're doing okay.
That's nice. That's nice.
We have the son's BMW in for repairs at the moment.
Oh, I see. Okay, sure. Well, I suppose money's not everything, is it? Apparently.
No, money doesn't always bring happiness.
Oh, make me happy.
But money can't bring love, and it can't bring friendship, and it can't bring a lot of things.
I always say I'm never going to be rich because I'm too ethical and I'm too nice, and but yeah, I feel like that's more important to me. So yeah, hopefully I can be both one day, though. That would be the dream.
That's the inevitable, the good place to be, the end spot, the end game.
Exactly, the end game. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's been so awesome having you on. I want to steal a few more minutes if that's okay.
That's fine, no problem. I'm
Shame,
seeing
I
all
hope you're
these.
not tired and been running all day.
I'm looking at all these what things people are saying. So this, I've never been on a live chat before.
Oh, not.
No, never. So I'm seeing Laura. Please, please give now. Is radiations will never die? You said that's a lady though.
Yes, that's Lynn. She's very good with marketing products and marketing pretty much anything. So
Okay,
she wants
fantastic.
to
I
give you
got
a
all
number
excited
to
when she said, "Please give Janet my number." I was like, "Ooh."
yeah.
But not that. Okay.
Not a guy, sorry, Jen.
Well, these days you never know,
I'm guessing you're not married then.
No, so I'm happily divorced and I've been with my partner for 15 years. So,
Wow.
yes, yeah. I know
Yeah,
it's actually
I'm
quite
almost,
insane how long it is.
yeah, Johanna and I have been together for like almost 9 years. So we're getting
Oh.
there too.
I know it's my daughter, my oldest is turning 21 this year, and that's really freaking me out.
I'm
Like,
sure.
I can't believe it. Like, it literally has just been so quick. It like really, it's just insane. But 21 years has gone so quickly. So,
Well,
so
my
so old.
daughter's 12 this year, and my son is turning 10 on Monday.
Oh my
So
goodness! So you're just about to hit the teen years.
I don't know how I'm going to last
If you need,
the next 10 years, but
I don't know either because I must be honest, it's hard. It's very hard. But yeah, I'm like because my partner has a daughter as well, so we literally have an 18, 19, and 20-year-old, all girls. So it's
oh my
been
word.
a really eventful ride, and we've had it all. Like really, it's been interesting.
I'm
But
sure.
I mean, I think I'm very much about like trying to. I tell all my friends the struggles that I have with my kids because I want people to understand that it's normal because you always feel like everyone on Facebook is perfect and their family's perfect, the kids are perfect, but it's not true. And it's just normal, it really is just normal. And it's hard to be a teenager these days. It's really hard.
No, that's very, very true. But a lot of people don't realize how Facebook gives the wrong perception. Because people will always take photos of the good times. People don't take photos of the bad times. So the thing is, you see everybody posting all these amazing pictures and awesome times and everything, and you're thinking, oh, I wish my life was like that. Meanwhile, they only post the good things.
I know.
It
I know.
doesn't
It's
mean
so
every
true.
day of their
It's
life
very
is
difficult.
phenomenal.
I know. I
Yeah.
know. I find a lot, especially with other businesses. Like I try so much just to stay in my lane. But it is difficult. I'll look at other like businesses that are started at the same time as me in the same industry, and I look at them and I see what they've achieved, and they've got investors, and they're huge, and I'm like, geez, I start to feel like insignificant, and so I've kind of learned like, don't. I just try and stay in my lane. I actually try not to look at that kind of stuff because that's just from a business side. On the personal side as well, you're like everyone's traveling overseas and you here working your ass off, and luckily no one can travel anymore at the moment, so that's okay. But it is hard. It's very hard. And I mean, we're adults and we know that it's probably fake. Now imagine you're like a 13-year-old girl and you've got like pimples and boys, I'm so glad I managed to get my children over the worst of it. I know. It's
Kids
terrible.
can be
And you have
such
to worry about all the predators and all that stuff as well.
That's why my kids are not allowed on TikTok. They're not allowed on Facebook. They don't have cell phones. And everybody, I mean, nowadays a 10-year-old will have a cell phone, and it's like, no, people know. Like, just no.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
great, Laura. If you can keep it like that as long as possible, it really is because it's like you keep your children safe at home, but if they're safe, they're not safe when they're at home if they're on their phone because they are exposed to the whole world out there. And I know it's a very scary thought as a mom, but you will also grow with your children and you'll see like I remember when my kids were like, say, I don't know, 13 or 14, and they wanted to go to Tiger Valley, which is our local shopping center. And, I'd go drop them off there with the whole lecture. But then my best friend, her kids are younger than me. Her kids were like probably like 7 or 8 at the time. And she was horrified. She was like, how can you let your children go to Tiger Valley on your own? And you're like, when you get to that point, you grow with them. You give them baby steps, like half an hour. So it always seems so overwhelming, but
All the
once you
trust.
exactly, and also your relationship with them, and also
Yeah.
like probably what you let your daughter do, you won't let your son do, or vice versa, because of their personalities as well. So my youngest is a naughty little shit like the Punisher. She's just like her uncle. And so yeah, she's got very different rules to my older daughter. So yeah.
She's a rebel, like Andrew.
Completely. And she even when she was a baby, she even looked like him. It used to freak me out. I'd be like breastfeeding her and I'd be like, ew, she looks like my brother.
I love it.
Yeah, no, she's very much like him.
Andrew's gonna go, you're not having my sister on again.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see something that I'm sure he'll say something sooner or later. I know. Oh dear.
Like, nice, sis, nice.
Yeah, exactly. I told my mom she better watch tonight as well but I don't think she would have figured out how to get on to the live stream or whatever. So I'll
Oh,
have to show her afterwards.
as long as she's got an account on Google, then if she clicks on the link, it should take her straight here.
It's not gonna happen, lady. I mean, she is like, I laugh so much because my mom will she's pretty clued up with some stuff, but I mean, she thinks like if she presses the wrong button, like the computer's gonna explode, or she's gonna bomb, I don't know, some country or something. I always like the worst thing that can happen is just you just undo it or you just do it over, whatever. They're so funny.
No, my mom's the same. She's turning 67 this year. She's in the UK. And yeah, my brother bought her, my oldest brother's in the UK with her, and he bought her a Fire Stick for Christmas.
I
She
don't even
hasn't
know
used
what that
it.
is. What is that?
It's almost like an Alexa, but it's for the TV only. So you can watch reruns of old Elvis movies and all sorts of things, and you can pause and everything, which like normal TV you can't pause.
Okay.
So it's almost like a huge server, if you want to call it, full of movies and series and all that sort of thing.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, but he's shown her how to use it so many times. He's made her write down the instructions, and she's still.
I know, it is funny. I know, but I think if you think about it, I mean, we were talking the other day about how my kids do not understand that there was a life before internet. We didn't have Google. We didn't have cell phones. I mean, we had Walkmans, and that was so cool. And I mean, tape cassettes, they're what are these things? It's actually so if you think how for them at 60, 70, I mean, the whole world has changed. I mean, it is daunting. And if you don't stay ahead.
Yeah. If you look at it, when we were in school, if we had a project to do for school and we had to do research, we had to go into the library and do the research.
And photocopy the encyclopedia. I know, with the 20 cents. I mean, seriously. And not even that. I mean, they said on the radio the other day, do you remember we used to have to put money in a telephone box to make a phone call? I mean,
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely madness to see. I mean, just in the past 10 to 20 years, how things have changed so drastically. It's actually scary.
I know. It makes you think what's going to happen in the next 20 years. Did you see what Andrew said? I had to pull over. I'm driving. It's all true. Lol, love you, Janet. Ooh, what else can I tell you?
It's okay.
I'll tell you a funny story about Andrew. He's probably going to kill me.
I'm all ears.
Because he's my little brother, so I always try to tease him terribly. But the one day he was putting things in he was in the kitchen, and he also used to always experiment with electrical stuff like boys do. I don't know what he did, but he decided to put live wires into the electrical plug in the kitchen. Okay, so obviously he shocked himself. He comes running out the kitchen and he's kind of screaming and doing this. Oh my word. I still tease him about it. We used to call him Eskom Andrew for years.
My brother was like that as well.
Shame, my brother.
my brother decided also I'm the youngest, but I've got two older brothers, so I call him the younger brother. He always used to try and do these things with his hands, just like Andrew. And he decided that one day, I think he was fixing one of these cordless phones, and he plugged it into the wall. And as he plugged it into the wall, it blew the box. But it blew all the way to the pole outside and knocked out the entire street.
Oh my word. All the electricity.
We had
Oh my
all of
gosh.
our
And in those days,
neighbors
it would take like
at our
4
gates.
days for them to.
And that was in Durban. So the service is even slower there than here.
He couldn't
We
be
had
very
all
popular.
our neighbors at our front gates, every single one of them.
Oh my word. What does your brother do now?
He's actually a CDS manager for Fidelity. He designs the program for the cash and transit boxes, the ATMs, the vans, all of that.
Okay, so all that experimenting paid off, so it was okay.
Yes. At least, thank goodness.
Definitely.
Got it somewhere.
Exactly. At least, yeah.
It's crazy. It's absolute madness. Oh. So I want to tell everybody, I actually want to type it in here. It's www.pinkcosmetics.co.za. Okay.
Yes,
Everybody,
we have a whole range of skincare products as well, which that's probably our sort of biggest seller aside from the brush cleaners and things like that. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of different types of skin products and whatever. And we have a men's range as well. We have like a Just Be Kind range, which is for my daughter Casey. She's a lesbian, and she and I have developed Just Be Kind. It's gender neutral. It's all inclusive. It's for everybody, boys, girls, in between, whatever. Questioning, and obviously for men as well, because it's not pink, it's black and white, because men are not going to want to use this on their face because it's pink. So yeah, we have that as well.
I'm organizing t-shirts, but instead of doing the pink, I'm going to have to do white on black instead.
There we go. Oh my mom is commenting. Can you see what my mom said? Sandy Venables. I'm listening to everything you are saying, Janet, so watch it. Mom, well done. You got the link to work. I'm so impressed.
Yay. Well, she has to watch her daughter. I mean, really. You know,
she was trying to watch Andrew's game night. But her daughter had run out, so because we went to stay with her for the weekend. It was John and myself and one of our daughters, and my daughter finished my granny's like daughter for the whole month, so she could watch Andrew. So now she can watch us live. Hi, mommy, love you.
But I must be honest, Janet, you've done so well for yourself, and you've come so far, and you've taken your company to such great heights, and I commend you for it. And I think it's absolutely admirable and so inspirational, and that's why I wanted to have you on. You know, hopefully it can inspire other people out there to do what you've done and not give up and be ambitious and to push forward no matter what's going on around you. You just got to keep pushing forward and never give up. That I think is, I don't know, what advice could you give some people out there?
I would say, look, for me, hard work is, if you work, I mean, I work 12 to 18 hours every single day. Hard work, dedication, and passion. Like, to me, those three things, you can achieve anything, because that's just what you need to do. You know, no one gets anywhere without hard work, and it takes time. I think you need to be patient. Give yourself the time. You know, there's no such thing as an overnight sensation. It's hard work behind the scenes all the time. So, and also believe in your dreams. Like, you know, I don't know, I've always known that Pink was going to be successful one day. And so I just have done it. And it's because what I love, it just comes naturally. So it's been easy, but it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
But if you love what you do, it's not hard work.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, is some people think that things fall into your lap, and they don't. Luck is what you make it, and life is what you make it. And if you, like, I think because you were putting positive into the universe, saying pink is always going to be great. You made it great because you're putting that positivity out there, and it's amazing.
Completely believe that. I completely believe that. My partner always laughs at me. He says I'm like crazy, but I honestly do believe that, like completely. Like you have to believe. I mean, if I didn't believe in it, why would my clients believe in it? Kind of thing as well. So
Exactly.
yeah, I think that's the thing. It's just, it just comes naturally. It's authentic. It's me. It's part of me. It's who I am. It's everything. And it's just, it's just hard work. So yeah, you believe you can achieve anything, work hard, and enjoy what you do along the way.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Jen. I'm gonna have you on again one day, I promise. If you will allow me to steal you again for another hour.
Anytime. It was wonderful. I was so nervous and it was so nice. It was just like normal. It was like we were having coffee together.
But that's why I said to you, everybody starts off nervous, and then when it comes near the end, they're like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
But my teenagers are going to rip me off because I would have said something embarrassing at some stage because they rip me about everything. So yeah, I'll let you know what I get ripped off about. Okay, I'm already in trouble with my mother.
I didn't notice anything embarrassing, so
they will. They will definitely. There's no doubt about it in my mind. There's always something,
Our kids have to find it.
I know. They do. Well, thank you so much for having me. It was lots of fun.
It's a pleasure. It was awesome.
And I'll get your details so I can send you one of these, okay? And some other things. Okay.
Thank you so much. But stay on. I'm going to say cheers to our viewers. So stay on and then we can chat for a couple of minutes after if you want to.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much. Sorry. So do you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for spending Friday nights with us. Next time we'll have a drink, definitely. Okay. And thanks, Anne, for letting me talk about you on air. He's gonna kill me.
It's okay. I won't let him. It's fine. For me, you have to leave Janet alone.
Well, thanks, everyone.
Bye. Thank you so much, Janet. It's been absolutely amazing having you on. We're definitely going to do this again. We'll do it like a girls' night or something. And Mr. Punch just personally love you in big letters.
Oh, he's the best. Andrew, you are my favorite brother. Just don't tell Gary, okay? My older brother.
Watching.
We won't send him the link. He's in Germany, so he won't know about it.
My lips are sealed. Fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody, and thanks for joining us. It's been absolutely great. I promise I'm going to have Janet on again because I loved having her here. It's been absolutely amazing. And please, I'm going to post the link for the website in the description below. But don't forget Pink Cosmetics. I don't think it's unforgettable. I think it's the most memorable name ever. Pink Cosmetics. Go and check them out. Go and check out. I mean, I could spend hours on that website. I went in and I literally couldn't take my eyes off of everything. That's how phenomenal it is. So, and let me tell you, the soap that I got delivered was just, I mean, I said to Janet before we went live, I said, I actually wanted to eat it. It smells that amazing. So, yeah, so please go and check it out, everybody. It's absolutely beautiful. If you have a mom or sisters or anything like that, go and check it out if their birthday's coming up and go and buy them something amazing, something that is worthwhile.
And don't forget, it's Valentine's Day on Sunday, people. Don't get into trouble. It's too late to buy something from me because we don't deliver on weekends, but don't forget Valentine's Day on Sunday.
Yes, that's a good point. Don't forget Valentine's Day. You're going to be in trouble. You're definitely going to be in trouble. Don't forget Valentine's Day. That is for sure. Now, you see, if we had Janet on a week ago, you could have ordered the little heart things, the sense things, you see.
We need to plan better next time.
I agree. Yeah, because we wanted to do it before Christmas, and then you got sick. Remember? So it's fun. Oh, your mom's saying, well done, Jen. Proud of you.
Oh, she's the best.
You sound like you got an awesome mom.
Is Johan your husband?
Boyfriend, yes.
Boyfriend. If she spends hours on Pink Cosmetics website, I will regret that because my bank account will not survive the torture.
It won't. I'll buy everything and everything.
It's okay, Johanna. I'm going to send her some free stuff so she doesn't need to buy anything.
Oh, Janet, thank you so much. I could literally spend hours on here with you. I seriously could. So amazing chatting to you, and I'm sure our viewers have loved it as well. And I loved all the information, and I love your products. So we'll definitely do this again. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you. Now, Sunday's Valentine's. So I will see you on Valentine's Day for a Valentine's stream. Maybe we'll do a call and you can tell your loved ones how much you love them. Awesome.
Good idea.
Yeah, I think so. So if they forgot Valentine's Day, they've got a backup plan. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great one. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.